Hi everyone! Like a lot of you, I have been colouring a lot of Christmassy pictures this month, and I thought I would show you what I've been doing in this book because I've actually finished it. So I thought I'd do a little flip through of all the pictures. Some of them I did this year, some of them I did last year, and so I thought you'd like to have a little look. It's called Magical Season. It says it's a semi-grayscale book. It does have a lot of grey on the pictures, and it's by Lenka Filonenko. Now, it's the only grayscale book that I've ever had, so I'm not really very practiced in knowing quite how to do it to get the best results, but I had a go, and yeah, it was good. So we'll have a look. So we start with the sort of fall, autumnal, Thanksgiving-y type pictures, and then we move on to Christmas. So let's have a little look. Now, I do have a excuse me, a flip through of the book uncoloured, so if you want to see what the pictures look like before so that you could work out how the grayscale sort of works, you can have a look at that. So here's the first little picture. I haven't written my name, not very good at doing that, am I? But coloured in the little cat, and you can see I used some gold. Those are Posca. I think that's a red and a gold Posca on there as well, just to brighten. There's a bit of white in the tree and on the hat there, and some gold around here. That was the first one I did, I think. So here we start. We've gone back. I've just noticed I haven't coloured in the stem of the pumpkin. There's always something, isn't there? So I've made this quite autumnal, as well as obviously we've got the pumpkins. I did this sort of sunset, and I thought that colour matched in with these autumnal colours, so I was quite pleased with the sort of balance. I put a lot of green in it as well, even though it's autumn. I felt some of these trees would be evergreens, or they might not have lost their leaves yet. We get a lot more autumnal colour on this one, so I just wanted to make it look with our sort of autumn colours, so that's what I did. Her face doesn't look right. I find it really hard. The hardest part of grayscale books is getting the face looking right, because they've got grey in them on certain areas to show the shadowing, but I find covering that over, it just doesn't really look right. And I don't know what pencil set I used, but I didn't think I had a very good skin tone for that, but that's okay. And here we have our Halloweeny one. So we have our spooky figure on the bridge, and I left the ghosts and the moon just plain white. I thought they really stood out then, and I like the idea of them standing out from the page. Yes, you have another one with a lot of skin tone, some sort of pixie, I think. But again, I found it quite difficult to cover the grey in the right sort of way. But anyway, I had a go. And we're sort of back to Halloween. We sort of go back and forth a little bit with our Halloweeny ones, but that's okay. This cat looked fun. And I could have done her sort of, there's stripes, so I could have done a sort of tortoiseshell or a ginger stripy tabby or whatever they're called cat, but you know. And I didn't know what this was. I coloured it as a potato. Who knows? And then we have our witch. I posted this, I think, on my Facebook page. I made the moon all shiny with some stickles, which was good. Stickles I find are tricky if you want to colour on the back, because they leave quite a knobbly feel, not just from the glitter but from the glue, because it's like a glitter glue. But because I'd coloured all the ones that side, it didn't matter, and the page has gone a bit flippy floppy, a bit. You can see where it is, but it doesn't matter because there's nothing on the back. So there's our witch. And then we've got a sort of, I think this is Thanksgiving. I'm assuming we've got a pumpkin pie there. I'm not sure, but there. I tried to do them all different colours. Just wanted some variation. And we're on to Christmas. So we have a pair of very cute cats, I think. Most of these are coloured with polychromos. I've been using them a lot. There's reasons. I've been enjoying them. I've also I've not been very well, so I've been like colouring, but I'm like, I don't want to get up and find a new pencil, so I'm just going to use the ones I've got on my desk. So it's been a bit like that really, so I've just been using the ones that are there. There's lots of choice of colour, so I could just get on and use them, you know, and I know them well, so I just wasn't in quite the mood for sort of getting to know a different set and thinking about what the right colours would be and things like that, so I just used the polychromos a lot. Did this one yesterday, Again, not happy with the faces, but had fun with the rest. We got the icicles on the house, which I did in a bit of glitter. Now you could also add dots of glitter into the snow, but there was so much snow I didn't know what to do with it really. So I just coloured it with a bit of blue. It's the same colour blue as the sky, just a very much lighter one, and I thought it might look like it was reflecting the sky. Maybe. No. And then this little girl with her reindeer and candles. I don't understand. If you know this, let me know. Why do we get reindeers with candles? I see it in Rita Berman books as well. There's one with like a reindeer with candles on its antlers, and another book too I saw in Maria Trolle. What is that? It's nothing I've ever seen before, but I see it in books now. Confuses me a bit. I think his chest should have been white, but I started colouring it and then I was like, oh, whoops, I shouldn't have coloured that, and I should have done it like grey, and I couldn't erase it, so I just had to work with it. Never mind, that's the way things go. Then we have our angel. Her wings didn't come out quite as vibrantly as I'd hoped, but you know, it was what it was. Again, I wasn't feeling 100% when I did this one, so you know, I just went with it really. I tried to do the grass really light green, as if it looks like you can just see a bit of the grass through the snow. I could have then dotted it with white pen and things like that. I just didn't have the energy for it. But there you go. This one I did last year. So I have Mr. and Mrs. Bear, and if I tilt it you can see the metallic pen, which is pretty. I didn't really know what to do with this background bit or with the pattern, so I just got out my my Poscas, maybe gel pens, not sure, but metallic silver and gold. Just put a few highlights on that way. Yeah, here we have another angel. I think her wings were a little bit better, not sure. And I used some silver around the edge, you can probably see, and on the stars and things. And this one I did, you may have seen this one, I think I put it on my Facebook and Instagram page. I did it quite a while ago, early in the month, and it might have been in November actually I did this one. I really enjoyed doing all this bit and the orange and things like that. I like doing things like that. This one was a video tutorial from a long time ago, well, last Christmas, sometime, December I'm guessing. So there are all these little birds you can have a go at. I tried to make them look like a robin or a blue tit and a sparrow, so that was interesting, and showed how to do trees with the snow on and things like that. So this one was interesting. We had our fox with his socks on, which is very sweet. I just tried to make him look really Christmassy with his colours, and then I used more of a mix of colours around the edge with I'm trying to have a look and see what pencils, because I know I didn't use, I think those are polychromos. I didn't use them for all the pictures in the book, so I'm not sure, but I left the white on this one. Here's our little girl. Again, I tried to make her look Christmassy with her red and green, little bit of yellow here and there. And her cat, again, I'm not very good at knowing what colour to do cats, so I just did it black. I don't know. It looked like it could have worked as a black cat, who knows. And I did all my baubles just gold. Now these two I did quite a while ago, probably November this year, but they're a sweet little pair, aren't they? With their wreath. I love doing holly and mistletoe. I'm going to do some videos with holly and mistletoe soonish. This one actually has been up on my Facebook and Instagram page as well. I just really wanted to make the sky. There's quite a lot of sky, so I wanted to make it stand out a little bit, so that's why I did it in the purples. I just thought it looked really, it would work with gold, stars and silver and things like that. So yeah, lots of red. It's a bit red, isn't it? And then we have our girl. There's a lot of detail on these baubles here, and I just decided to just leave it as if it was just drawn on and not worry about trying to do much with it. You could put some glitter on top of the picture or something to make it, and the bells, to make it stand out a little bit more, but I didn't. I decided to just leave it plain. We have our mouse, I'm thinking, not rat, it's got to be a mouse, hasn't it? And our sort of Christmas fireplace and things like that. I kept all the stockings similar colours, I like it. And in fact all the presents red and green and gold. I just fancied doing all those sort of traditional Christmassy colours on that one. And this lady I did last year. Again, the skin tone I struggled with, but I tried my best, and but I enjoyed doing all these little bits and all the mistletoe and holly. So I haven't got no words today. And here was the test page, which I did when I did my flip through. So there is a demo of this as well, where I was actually myself learning how to deal with the grayscale. I'm not sure I've learned that well. It's not a very long book, but I find it tricky because the grey isn't always in the place that I want it to be. So it was a bit of a challenge. Got a lot of blank pages at the end where you could do your colour palette test page. This is a USA Amazon book. So there it is. Oops, sorry, but I will put a link for the book in the description if it's something you feel you want to buy. But I just thought I would show you what I've done in it. So there we go. So thank you for watching. I hope that was okay. I hope you have a really super day and happy colouring.